Well, happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you all are having a great weekend. Before we get started, I did want to reach out to all the people down in the South and Mississippi area who went through pretty awful hurricanes the last couple of days, and our thoughts and prayers are with you guys. We hope that some good will come of it. We know that there's still a lot going on in terms of wreckage, in terms of trying to find out if people survived or not, and so we just are praying for you all, and we will keep you in our thoughts. The reason I am on here right now is because our favorite AOC is at it again, pretty much calling anyone who disagrees with her or her donors or her base fascist. The latest is the Parental Rights Act that passed the House on Friday, and the debate about parents' rights, what our kids should be exposed to in schools, parents having a little more say in terms of the curriculum, at least knowing what the curriculum is, which is very important. We want to know what our kids are being taught in the classroom. We want to know what they have access to. Apparently, this is an issue for some people. So we're going to take a look at what AOC had to say about it, and we are going to go from there.
The Republican Party to keep culture wars out of classrooms. Our children need urgent and aggressive educational solutions. The American Library Association coming out against this Republican proposal. When we talk about progressive values, I can say what my progressive value is, and that is freedom over fascism. Thank you very much.
Freedom over fascism. So that's an interesting point that the Congresswoman makes. How is it fascist to take away power from a government institution, in this case the education system, and give it to our parents? Give it to parents who want to know what their kids are being taught. They want to know what access or what books they have access to. That seems completely reasonable to most parents. So, I mean, I bet AOC would do a 180 if we start allowing Bibles in school libraries. Right? If you want to allow transitioning transgender literature, why not allow transitioning Christian gender literature as well? And it's how the left operates. If you come out and say, listen, they're not even saying that they don't want this education. They just want to know what their kids have access to. Because a lot of these books that have come out in the past have been rather pornographic, talking about sexual acts between men, sexual acts between women, sexual acts between men and women. But it's done in a way that is more pornographic and more something that you would kind of see in one of those Fabio romance novels than you would in any kind of education setting. Second off, I think that parents have a right and have a right to say when their kids are actually exposed to this. A lot of us feel that it's inappropriate to be talking about gender transition or sexuality or stuff to kids who are, still in grade school, still in first, second, third grade. When you get in fifth and sixth grade, it's appropriate to start talking to kids about some of the changes that their bodies are going to be going through, because they're preteens, and women are going to start menstruating, guys are going to start getting hair in weird places, and their voices are going to start changing, all kinds of other stuff. It's appropriate to expose our kids to that. Another part of the Parents' Rights Act is knowing about violence in schools. This came up because of one of the school boards, one of the superintendents in Virginia, in Loudoun County, was actually dismissed because he tried to cover up a rape at school between a transgender male to female using a female bathroom to basically try and squash any kind of argument that these attacks can happen inside of a school. So now we're not saying that every transgender male going to female is going to be sexually assaulting someone in a restroom, but I mean, first off, all the parents in that school district have a right to know what's going on inside the school in terms of violence, attacks, stuff like that. You want to make a decision as if it's safe for your kid to even go to school. If they're going to take a rape that happened, discredit the parents, try and flip around on the parents, and then cover it up, that's something that every single parent in that school district should be concerned with. Now, that's just my opinion. But I would definitely want to know if someone was raped in my kid's school in their bathroom. I have a daughter. I don't want her to be exposed to any kind of violence at school, especially something where they're going to cover it up. It's like the war on women 2.0, where women can fight against the patriarchy and all of that, unless the patriarchy is trying to put on a dress and become a woman, and then you have no say, you have no rights, because we have to cater to that small, very small part of the population. And we're seeing it all over the place. Now we're seeing it, I mean, in sports, men competing against women. And I mean, you should have seen this MMA fight that Joe Rogan just completely annihilated. I can't remember her name, something Fox, but yeah, she comes out and just basically beats the crap out of a woman because she was a biological man, and then she transitioned. And our biochemistry, our bone structures, our muscle structures are different. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're not saying it's better. It's just, it's different. It's different. Everybody's different. And they want everyone, they feel like everyone should be exactly the same, even though biology and physiology, that's not how it works. So the AOC is once again off her rocker, sitting there saying that fascism is taking money or taking power away from a government agency such as the Department of Education and giving it back to parents, where it should be in the first place. Parents should have a say in the curriculum. Parents should have a say in what their kids have access to. Parents should know what's going on in their schools. If someone's being attacked, if there was an attack in a bathroom between a transgender student and a female, parents need to know that. Parents need to know what is happening in terms of keeping their kids safe. But when you bring in the LGBTQ plus community, it's all hush hush. You can't do that. And it's really, really, really getting old to sit here and have everyone who's just starting to question, hey, is this even fair to be called a transphobic? So anyways, like I said, prayers to the people of Mississippi. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like, subscribe, and comment on the video. Hey, also, if you guys haven't checked out my reaction video, my first reaction video to any kind of music, it was Tom McDonald, because Tom McDonald is the man. Go ahead and check it out right over here. I think it's going to show up right here. Still getting used to this podcast stuff, but hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Cue the end screen.